they/them, what a thrill ride. Had no idea. Every single time we saw someone on screen, I'm like, that's it. That's the killer. And
they did the job.
You know, spoiler free
no
here.
way.
But you are one of the people that were like, she could be bad. But we don't know.
I mean, an employee at a conversion camp, it doesn't take a lot of math to start to think, oh yeah, this person's morally sinister. Yeah.
Pretty got a bad seed in there somewhere.
Yeah.
But you play seemingly such a lovely human being.
Thank you.
You know, with some moral issues, but lovely human being, and then, you know, looks worse and worse. Do you like to keep the audience guessing?
I think in a film like this, that is, you know, John Logan really, you know, apologies for speaking for him since he is not here, that, how I understand it, he really, really wanted to adhere as closely to the slasher structure that is, at this point, pretty well known, pretty revered, and for good reasons. It's kind of like our modern, you know, mythology, really. And so it was really important to him that when he was pushing the art form, that he was also adhering to the structures that we still all really, really know well. And I think part of that is definitely the uncertainty and the guessing and the, you know, not knowing whose motivations are whose, and yeah, it thrills me to know that that you had that experience, that you got to kind of go along for the ride, because that's part of it. That's exactly part of it.
Absolutely, you never know what's literally who's around every corner.
Yeah.
Something else that was so refreshing to see here is the authentic casting.
Yeah.
Which is so exciting, and you guys have definitely found a star in Theo.
Oh.
So, talk to me about what it was like working with them.
Oh my gosh, with Theo or with everybody?
Theo, everybody.
Oh my gosh, I felt so blessed. I felt like I was given the privilege to grow as a human, just being on the show, getting to work every day with this incredible cast. So many young people that I feel completely trusting and happy to leave the world to, in a way, you know, like they are just you know, extremely thoughtful, committed, artistic, and caring human beings. I mean, everybody really, really sank right into their roles. Knew they did all their homework. You know, I just felt like we had zero artistic hurdles when it came to whether or not we were all going to be able to collaborate. You know, everybody showed up with more than 100% of what they had every day, and it was a joy. And yes, we have a star in Theo Germain. They are just incredible. Yeah, it was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. Our cast and crew was just such a generous group of people. Couldn't ask for something better.
So much to do with the character, with all the different characters, so well developed too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also, of course, Kevin Bacon. Probably, you know, you and Kevin are setting the standard on this set. What were your first impressions of meeting him?
I mean, he's such a pro. I think he knows it. I think that we all expect that, and Kevin just delivers. I mean, we definitely knew that he was perfect for this role. I mean, it's, you know, it's somebody who you do have to kind of question. You know, that character. It's somebody who immediately makes you feel comfortable, and I think that Kevin Bacon does that. No matter what, you know, no matter how awful or sinister or you know, suspect his characters have been throughout his canon, like there's such a comfortability, and I think that, you know, that lends itself to the storytelling so well, and so we appreciated his presence every day.
Now I have to know, have you heard of the 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon?
Absolutely.
Have you played the 6 Degrees?
I mean, I'm living it now. Like, yeah, I did. I think I was like 1 degree before. Oh, now I'm 1 degree. Each degree, there's no 0 degrees because then you are the person. He's the only one who's 0 degree. Yeah. Yeah. So now I'm 1, but I think I used to be 2. It's fine.
You're now 1 degree from Kevin Bacon. But I'd love to talk to you about Inventing Anna.
Yeah.
Because we got some Emmy love.
Yes.
So we love to see you in this role. Obviously, coming from a journalistic standpoint, I'm curious to know, what was that research like for you to prepare?
It was a lot of fun. I really leaned on Jessica Pressler's notes and written word. I read all of her articles that I could find and collect. And Jessica Pressler wrote the article that Inventing Anna is based on. And so I really felt like the article itself was the very main character, and all of us were really getting to kind of play with that truth. And so I just leaned into the written word. I read lots of books that she had recommended or had mentioned, and that kind of, I think, she was reading while she was learning the craft of journalism. And so that's what really mattered to me was I got to play a woman who really cared about her profession. I think that she would be very disillusioned every time she would run into people who cared less about her profession, and so that I could really connect to. And just getting to be a person to ask questions, and it's to lean into her curiosity for a living. Like, it was one of my favorite jobs. It was great.
Do you think you would ever maybe want to go into journalism?
I write a lot as it is. Like, I've written some nonfiction pieces and things, so I don't know if we call that journalism. But when I was little, I definitely considered it.
You're like, I'm going to be a journalist.
yeah, I definitely considered it.
You absolutely have the chops to do it, like you said. You've been writing, and now you've done this role.
Thank you. Yeah, it's the question asking that's the problem. I have a real, I get nervous about asking people questions.
But you would never know that, because when you sit down, you're like, we're going to do this.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to ask you the questions.
That's the job. That's the job.
You zero in on that. Now, I know that Anna Delvey doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon.
Oh my gosh.
Play with me here for a second. Is there a world in which there's a season 2?
I mean, it's not for me to say because I didn't make the show. I do know that. Yeah, I mean, I do know that Shonda, and I both went on our first meeting. We both, gushed about how much we love the limited series, format. So, I don't know. It feels complete, but I don't know. The world keeps turning.
If you did get that call from Netflix that said we're doing it, are you in?
I mean, right now, I like to work.
I appreciate the honesty there. I really I felt that. That was awesome. And then Julia Garner, we're hearing that she might be playing Madonna.
That's right. I think it was announced, right? Yeah.
Having worked with her so closely, what do you think would make her the perfect Madonna?
Oh God. Julia's really a shapeshifter. She really can do anything, and that's because she's such a deep well. She knows how to go way, way down to the very fundamentals of a character and then let it live. And a character so large as that, I think she would know how to really anchor it, and we could really learn some beautiful things.
Does she sing?
I don't know. I haven't discussed that with her.
We will all find out at the same time. Okay, and then last question here, because I'm just curious. With They/Them, obviously the worst possible camp experience. Have you had a beautiful camp experience?
Have I had a beautiful camp experience?
Have you been camping?
I wouldn't call any of my camping experiences beautiful. I get eaten up by bugs, and my entire Girl Scout troop quit Girl Scouts after we all camped.
It's supposed to be a bonding experience. You're like,
it was. No one enjoyed themselves. We all had some stories.
Did you at least have s'mores?
We definitely had s'mores. Yeah, we definitely had s'mores. We had the kind of stew that you make in a coffee can. But yeah, it was a lot of bathroom related issues that just, yeah, no one wanted to repeat.
It's always an issue. They don't make
It
things
is.
work for women.
I
saying.
love nature. It doesn't mean I have to sleep in it. I like it on top of a beautiful building.
I was saying, what a mic drop to end this.